Hey homeschool friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the last day of curriculum week. We are all done. I've covered family subjects on Monday, my fourth grader, my third grader, and today we are talking all about my twin kindergartners. So they're boys, they're lots of fun, lots of energy, and they will be 5.5 this year as we start up school kind of end of July, early August. And you guys, they are more than ready. They are so excited to be kindergartners. So let's just hop into all the curriculum I have planned for their individual subjects for this upcoming year, the 2023-2024 school year. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome back, all the things. So today, like I said, we are talking about my kindergartners. My 5.5-year-olds will be in kindergarten. And so that means that I have all of my kids in homeschool as well as in our enrichment school, which I'll talk about here at the end of the video. I can't believe it. There's one day a week that I'm going to have all to myself. I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself, but I'm excited, and I'm really excited for them to join our homeschool. They're just ready and excited, and they've been wanting to learn. I mean, just think about it. They have had homeschooling surrounding them their whole childhood. They've just seen their older siblings do it. They've sat in on all the read alouds, so they're very good at sitting and listening to books being read aloud. I think they have a skill just because they know no different. And so the video I posted on Monday was all about our family subjects. And if you watched that, you saw that I kind of split my kids into two big groups, my big kids and my twins. And I have resources just for my twins: history, Bible, literature, science. But like I mentioned in that video, I hold those very loosely. And the stuff I'm going to share with you today is higher tier, if you will, curriculum-wise for my kindergartners. I mean, these are big years for learning how to read, early numbers, handwriting, things like that. And that is more important. The other stuff is just exposure and fun. So let me just show you their curriculum. So the main program I am using for my kindergartners this year is Abeka K5. So Abeka has really kind of settled out to be the phonics program that works really well for my kids. Now, will it work for my twins? I guess I really don't know. I have held on to like All About Reading in case one of my boys needs that, but we're gonna go forward with Abeka K5 because last year for their preschool year, we did Abeka K4 and they really liked it. And it uses the same techniques for teaching phonics, all the special sounds as well as blend ladders and things like that. So we'll just continue with the program. And so for phonics then in particular, I do have all sorts of resources. I've made a specific video on the K5 resources so you can see some of the flashcards and all of that stuff. So I'll link that above because I did not bring it with me. But when you're talking phonics, there's the main workbook, which is Letters and Sounds K5, and I have two of them because I have twins. And these are great. They're very colorful. They're very basic. They kind of are similar to the K4 stuff, but there's definitely a little bit more involved. They're not just learning the alphabet and learning some early blend letters. They're going to be doing a lot more this year. And so I just ran to get their readers because this is an important part of the program as well. Here's the My Blend and Word book. So this is a lot of the blend ladders, though they are also found in the back of the teacher's guide. So you have blend ladders as well as the little readers. You guys, these are perfect. I use these for my daughter and she really excelled in that. And so they start really easy. And so these first, I learned to read books, the first 4 books, they're really just kind of the pictures and the words, and they're practicing that. And we're getting into little sentences and long vowels. And I really do like how Abeka teaches the vowel sounds, how they teach the 1 vowel rule and the 2 vowel rule. I feel like it really helps the kids feel like they're progressing in their reading. And then next you have the I Do Read books, and these ones just have little stories. And so you're instructed in the guide as to when to bring these out. And then the last set are these 5 books of I Can Read Well. And the stories have just gotten a bit longer. By this time they're doing really well. You can see that the type has also gotten a little smaller. So those are the resources for phonics, including all the flashcards and stuff. And so this is a major part of our language arts. It really is most of it. Although Abeka does have a writing program for K5, I did not want to use it because I am a big fan of Danielian handwriting, especially in the younger years. And so I picked up 2 copies of the kindergarten Danielian, and this is the manuscript, and this is the new version, but it's still Danielian handwriting. It's just been picked up by a different company, and they added color to it, and there's some online resources if you want more practice sheets and things like that. And so these are great. This is exactly what I want for them, the level of writing. Like, there's not that much on a page, but they get to practice their penmanship. And so I try not to start too early or too intensely with writing, especially with boys. And so I feel like Danielian does a good job with their kindergarten handwriting program. So that's language arts, really, is phonics and handwriting. For the kindergarten level, we're not worried about anything else. No spelling, none of that. It's phonics and handwriting. So then it comes to the next big skill subject, and that's math, right? So you have language arts and math. Math. Okay, so math was something that I went back and forth on because my other kids have been using Saxon math, and it's been working really well for my family. And I have Saxon. When I have the teacher's guide, I didn't pick up the student sheets yet. That's kind of my backup plan if this doesn't work. But what I decided to do, because Saxon 1 and all really those early Saxon levels are pretty teacher intensive, and now I have 4 fairly young kids in my homeschool, I couldn't do a bunch of teacher intensive things. So what we're doing is I picked up the resources for the numbers and skills arithmetic K5. So this is the Abeka math. And what I do love is it is scheduled out in this teacher's guide. So like you can go to a certain day, which again, I do have a flip through so you can see more in these guides. So like you can have like, here's lesson 133. You can have your phonics section and then your reading, like what you're doing out of your readers, and then your numbers. And then there's handwriting too, but I don't use the handwriting. So I like this because it's kind of all included. So I'm tentatively thinking of scheduling my twins all together, like to do kind of all their skill subjects at once. I'm a little unsure. There's some things I just need to try out, but I like that it's all within one guide, and I feel like it will streamline their kindergarten work. And so these books are similar in kind of presentation with color, pictures, and just kind of some basic math skills. I did have to pick up a few things in order to be able to do the program, and that was some of these like number flashcards as well as some basic K5 concept cards. There were some flashcards, but like I have some left over from Saxon, so I think I'm just going to try to utilize what I have instead of picking up the Abeka specific flashcards. So that's math, language arts. So I do have one more thing I did pick up that I think will be good for them. This could be done a little bit more independently, but these are called Think and Learn K5. So these are just kind of developmental, critical thinking sort of sheets. Like it says hand-eye coordination, visual perception, listening and thinking skills. So they get to do kind of like gross motor type things and connecting the dots and mazes and just different things. I feel like this will just be kind of a fun activity book. And if it's not, if it becomes just busy work and they're not liking it, I will drop this. This is kind of the thing that isn't as important to me as the other two, as the math and the phonics and the handwriting. But I thought this would be good, and it's also scheduled in the teacher's guide. So it's just easy. So I was going for something that was really pretty streamlined. And so I'm using a lot of Abeka for their skills, but then I'm using all that Sonlight stuff to really enrich their kindergarten year and just add more delight and fun and experiments and projects and crafts and things will come more from the Sonlight stuff, and this will be more of their skills. So that's what I'm planning for at home. Now, I did mention the fact that they're going to be going to an enrichment school, which I love. You guys, we have just this amazing resource in our city that is publicly funded. It's an enrichment school for homeschoolers. It's fantastic. And for the kindergartners, they actually all have one teacher and they have like one group of kids. And so they get to have that classroom experience. They get to make friends and enjoy their teacher. And this is the same kindergarten teacher that my son had as well as my daughter. And so we just love her. And I'm really excited for them to have that little bit of out of the house time. It's good for me and it's good for them. So I feel like that is a full and robust plan for homeschooling for my kindergartners. Now, I hold it loosely because it's kindergarten. And I have learned over the years, this is not the time to be super strict and stringent, but to let them lead, and that's my plan. I like to have all the resources with which to work with, to do that well, but I will let them lead. So I'm excited for them to join our homeschool. My twins are getting to be so big, but I love it. And so again, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, especially if you've used the Abeka K5. I would love to hear from you. Or if you have any questions about it, or if you want some flip throughs, just let me know. And otherwise, guys, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you want to, and I will see you in the next homeschool video. All right, take care.